Hello everybody, what's up? This is Ginger here. And this is going to be a quick guide to raid more effectively and boost your MMR. Okay. The first thing that you have to understand is that to boost your MMR, right, you have to understand that every time you leave the game, you're going to lose MMR. So what I always do is when I'm at zero energy, right, I'll push the night before. I'm going to push it as much as I can. So let's say now I'm going to play, probably play about maybe 20 games more, try to get myself up to 1001, 1002 MMR, so that when I come back tomorrow, it's gonna be maybe 800 or so, right? So I can still earn the 3 MMR, right? So one of the main things you gotta do is that you just gotta keep pushing your MMR. That's the first thing, right? But anyway, just gonna jump right into the game and get into the actual ways to raid more effectively, right? Alright, okay, so the first thing you gotta do, the very first thing is you always have to check your enemy skills and abilities, right? So if you look here, he's got Oscar. Oscar is a great center guy, he's got a lot of defense, great single target with miss burst damage. So we got Clinton, also single target damage, single target damage, single target damage, and a heal, right? So I guess so once you understand this, we move on to once you've checked your enemy skills and abilities, and you understand how they fare against yours. So in my case, I have 2 AoEs, 1 heal, and 2 single targets, and he has a lot of single target damage and a quite a nasty heal by Baba. This is quite a good heal, right? 50% health, dispels buff. So I understand that going into this fight, right? It comes to the second rule, I have to understand their lineup. Looking at this, I'm going to want to try to prevent any of my heroes from getting bursted down. So I might want to have my heals, my heal ready, or if I could, I just want to stack up some of my skills and just try to burst him down before Baba gets healed. Since he did not put Baba in the center, right? So then we move on to the match. Alright, it's good. I got a lot of green. Stack up some of my blue. Get a nice 5-1 here. So part of the second rule of understanding the lineup is very important. See, some people, let's say if they have a really strong ult in the center, let's say like Butch, you want to try to miss it as much as possible. But in this case, I've got Oscar, so I don't mind hitting him. I mean, Oscar is a great skill, but still single target doesn't hurt too bad. I might just lose one guy. Right, so now I've got it in a way that I want to. I can charge up my heal, right? From the golf guy, I forgot his name. If I need it to protect against any of the single bursts that he has. Right, since we have an empty row now, right? This could move on to the third rule that I have, which is you can whiff your attacks. This means to purposely complete puzzles to charge up your ults, where it does not hit the enemy so that it doesn't charge their ults, right? Because in that case, they don't get to cast their spells while you can charge up yours and cast yours. So like I said, you see they have a lot of single target bursts, but I have my heal ready, so I can try to finish this off. Alright, so now I have the entire right side empty. I can just start charging up skills here, see? So it's not gonna trigger too much of the ability. Alright, but I got a massive combo. So that was not even needed. And then now I can just finish him off. Quite simple, really. Alright, so that's it. This is a very quick 5-minute guide. But the main thing that you gotta understand, the last important rule, is that you have to accept that you can't win some games, right? But don't give up without trying, because sometimes you see people like a stack of 5 stars or 4 stars and it might seem unbeatable at first, but there have been many situations where I said, screw it and just try to hit them, and you might win. You might get a good puzzle, or you might be able to effectively uh, look at their lineup and take out the weaker ones first, not triggering some of the stronger ultimates, and then finishing it off at one go with your ultimates. and so on, right? So as long as you have these four rules, right? Always checking their skills, understanding their lineup, prioritizing the weaker enemies, whiffing your attacks to charge your ults and to prevent them from charging theirs. And lastly, to accept that you win some and you lose some, but as long as you keep above 50% win rate, you should be fine. And that's it. See ya.